Yes, it was. Oh, it's the last night, people. The last night.
Thank
The
you,
last night of the RNC.
thank you, Jesus. I'm chopping bread. Oh, you still have your skull?
I'm my dancing skull until this is over. Yes, I do. Hi.
Hi. So, as we've learned on Corona Kitchen, when there are times of massive stress, it's necessary to make comfort food to make one feel better. So I can't think of anything better than spinach artichoke dip because it's so fattening and so delicious. I can watch the RNC. It feels great.
Yes, yum.
I'm feeding my issues.
Yeah, so much for the cleanse.
Feeding the pain. Feeding the pain.
Oh gosh. Well, I'm glad everybody loves this and they're joining us. I don't know who said that, but thank you. We're glad to have you. And the weather today was pretty hot all day, except for now it's really starting to cool down. So
Thank
you, baby.
Yeah.
So thank you for asking. And because we had all that rain and thunder and all that last night, we had no smoke really today. So that was thrilling.
Huge relief. We need more. But it was so lovely to have a little breather.
Yes.
And speaking of breathers, I wore regular clothes today, makeup, and comb my hair, and real shoes.
Oh my God. No, I have a t-shirt on and that's all I'll tell you about. Because we're in Corona days. No one needs to know the bottom half.
It feels foreign. It feels weird. I'm wearing nice slacks. I don't really know what to do with myself. I'm so used to being in my pajamas and only the top is the only professional thing. And socks. I just, so it's kind of.
I wear jewelry. I still do. I can't help it.
I put on earrings today. Yeah, we were interviewed, Sarah and I, for our production company today. It was nice, and it was a proper professional interview. It's really kind of like real life nice.
Super cool. That's great. And where's the interview going to be?
It will be on Instagram and YouTube, I think, in the next few days. I can let everybody know if they have any interest.
Yeah, definitely, so we can let everyone know to watch it. Oh, hi, Seamus. He's watching.
Oh, oh, that's cute. You're turning in. I'm making some yummy dip. I wish you could have it right now.
Oh, I can't wait to see this. I love this dip. And I've made it, I think the last time I made it once for 7 fishes, and I added crab to it to make it a fish dish.
Let me just say, hands down, I've taken it to potlucks, dinner parties. I've had it at dinner parties. It is a winner. People eat the whole thing. I never have to soak the bowl when I get home. It's just
yum. Is it from the 80s? How far back does this dip go? Do you know?
60s classic.
Oh my goodness.
It was Hellman's mayonnaise. I looked it up. Hellman's mayonnaise invented this. But really, I think it was a French thing long ago, honestly. But then it just got taken over by that whole Mad Men era, and for like party dip. I remember my mom making it forever for party dip, and we just were like,
wow.
And you can put crab in it. You can do anything. I mean, this is going to be a little bit of a twist on the classic because I really like to use fresh spinach. Now, a lot of people, the mainstay is frozen spinach, and I just don't do that. So I like it with fresh. And the thing you have to remember about fresh is you need to use a lot of it. You can't just, it shrinks,
Yeah.
bake. So, and some people like to saute it and do the thing beforehand, but I just co-mingle it and chop it in the thing, and it bakes for 40 minutes. So it cooks well.
It cooks then, yeah.
But you can do it however you want. The other thing is there's a whole controversy between what are the proportions of mayonnaise to cheese, because essentially you're eating baked mayonnaise.
Lots of fat.
Butter, cheese, and then just throw in some spinach and artichoke.
And because we say fat carries the flavor.
Yeah, and I like mine with breadcrumbs. I like it with dill. I put chives in it. I'm gonna put green chili in it today because that's what we do here, and it's hatch chili season right now. So
yeah,
you can buy the markets and the parking lots, and everybody's got their homemade chili going and the roaster.
It's really everywhere. It's so fun.
That's really fall here. That's what the scent is in the air, is the hatch green chili. So it's awesome. What else? I mean, you know, like you said, you put in crab, you could put in shrimp, you could put in
chicken.
You know, there's this whatever you like. I mean, and also I've done it before where I put marinated mushrooms with the artichokes. That's really tasty too. I'm just gonna do artichokes today and spinach, but you know, it's melted fat with some
seriously though, if you want to do like a vegetarian, like make it hefty, even more hefty, I've done the mandolin and sliced potatoes and put it in between. Like, it's so good.
Okay, so
such a great basic.
So now you've brought up the topic. We're getting into the gratin territory. Okay, we're getting into melted cheese and butter with things and breadcrumbs, and that's basically, and salt and pepper. That's basically the au gratin, you know. So this is the same thing, except mayo, and I put goat cheese in mine. You don't have to, but I really love the creaminess of goat cheese. I put mayo. I don't like all mayo for me. I'm putting in a combo. Cream cheese.
I agree.
Cream cheese, mayo, and goat cheese for me, and Parmesan, of course.
Well, if Hellman sponsored us, then we would use all mayonnaise.
That's right. For us, I don't have to. I certainly have made it with all mayo, and it's very good, but it's very kind of just solid fat tasting, and which can be great if you're in the mood for that. And some people, look at, I'm taking this Kerrygold solid fat butter right now, I'm putting it in there. Some people like to use yogurt. I have never done that. I don't know if it would work. I don't know. And I think you'd have to use all, whole
milk.
No low fat. You can't make this.
Well, I've only seen the replacement with sour cream, so I'm guessing that people will use the yogurt in place of that. But
right, you could do sour cream. I think that you want a little more heft to it. Personally, I think it has to be the cheese. It all depends on your personal preference, you know. But so I'm just buttering this ceramic pie dish. You can use traditionally I've made this most of the time in a, like souffle, looks like a giant ramekin, that kind of baking dish. But it's whatever you got. It's the Corona. This is what's nearest to me, so I'm just using that.
Well, I think though, if you do it like on a thinner layer, you're going to get more crunchy topping that way. So
yeah. I do like it to be crunchy myself. Thus the breadcrumb. Now, not everybody does breadcrumbs. Most of the time I make this in a giant Cuisinart and it just gets all commingled that way. I'm going to do it in a rustic fashion tonight, just rough chopping everything and mixing it together. And although I am going to use my Mini Pro to make fresh breadcrumbs because I really like those. So I'm going to.
So someone's asking, what kind of chips do you dip in it? Different kinds depending on the ingredients used for the dip?
I would say that's a good, indicator. For what my favorite is sliced baguette or ciabatta. I got a baguette, fresh baguette today. So I'm going to do slices of that. And I actually, last ditch effort to be healthy, I'm actually going to eat it with like crudité, like cucumbers and carrots and some vegetable, chopped vegetable. But it's really great with crackers and bread. I mean,
yeah.
You need the
what is it?
And it depends.
Cheese and bread, yum.
I mean, what kind of crackers would you have with it, Adriana?
I like the bread. I like little slices of toast.
Little toast. I'm gonna toast this. It'll be delicious. So I'm just
sometimes I toast it with a little bit of garlic oil or something like that, and it's good.
Yeah, that'll be really good.
But hey, whatever chips you have around will work.
Some people like to do like pita chips. You could make your own pita chips. That could be good. It should be a strong, maybe toasted thing, maybe a water cracker or something like that. I mean, chips is not my go-to for this. Like regular potato chips, I don't do, but you can do whatever you want. We're not going to judge you. Okay, so I'm making the, I don't know if you can see this. I'm making in a little Cuisinart the breadcrumbs.
Right here. I'll move us around. Here, look at me in the tiny corner.
You're tiny.
I got tiny. So, for the breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs are so easy to make. You should just make them yourself.
Yeah. What did you use? That's a loud little thing, isn't it? Now, did you use sourdough?
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Did you use sourdough?
No, this is just the baguette, the heel of the baguette that I'm going to eat tonight.
The heel is squealing.
Sounds like a squealing pig, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
You might see a lemon squeezy. I see something yellow in the corner.
Oh, yeah. Well, is Peggy wondering?
Hello.
Now, lemon is an important thing in this. Believe it or not. Some people don't. You could make it so simple. Like you could just do artichokes, mayonnaise, and Parmesan. I have made it that simply, salt and pepper. But I just like these other things. I
love it with spinach.
The dill and the scallions are really essential. I just like it to be oniony, cheesy, garlicky, fat.
Dippy.
Okay.
Dippy on there.
I got a ton of spinach, and this is baby spinach, and I'm just gonna like rough chop it a little bit. It's probably fine the way it is, but I want it to. This is one of those dips where you get spinach caught in your teeth, people.
Yeah.
How many times have you been at a party, if you can remember those?
Remember when we had parties?
Remember when we had parties and get-together?
I do.
Where you're like, there's nothing worse when you're like talking to someone and you're like, here's something. And they're like, what? And they're like, in your teeth?
I always try to tell people because I hope someone will tell me.
Honestly, Deborah, I think it's the mark of a good friend.
I know.
Then you've been talking to someone for half an hour. You go to the bathroom, you look in the mirror at the party, and you go, "Oh my God!" An entire tooth was gone.
And then your mind's going, "Who did I talk to? Who saw me like this?"
It's embarrassing. Yeah. Yeah. So, everybody, just tell everybody if you see something in your teeth.
The worst, though, is when you have toilet paper stuck to the bottom of your shoe.
Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah. That's not good.
I one time did not tell someone that because the woman had been such a witch to me previously before we went into the bathroom. And then I turned and saw her walk out with this long string of toilet paper stuck to her shoe. And I went, Nope, not
You know,
gonna say it.
sometimes people have instant karma, and it can be quite effective.
Yeah. It's like, well, no.
That's so funny. Okay, so I just rough this. I promise to always tell you if I see anything like that.
Likewise, should we ever be in front of each other in real life ever again?
No, will we ever be at anything ever again?
God.
So this is
Someday.
about, I would say this was a, small bouquet of spinach. It had quite a number of leaves, maybe, I don't know, 40, 50. It's a good amount, I would say. This is
And did you put the stems in there too?
The baby ones I did because they're really tender.
Yeah.
But if this were mature spinach, no.
Okay.
And if you're using frozen spinach, which is your prerogative if you want to do that, then you just squeeze the water out to make sure it's dry.
Yeah.
So that's all you have to do with that. Okay.
And you know where the spinach stems go, people? Yes, you do. In the freezer.
I didn't have to because I put mine in. Okay. So then I already pre-minced 2 cloves of garlic.
What? Mise en place.
I'm gonna go there.
Very good.
And then we're going to do the zest of a lemon and the juice of 1 lemon. So I like the lemony flavor of this with it. Also, there's a controversy of do you do marinated artichoke hearts or solid water packed artichoke hearts? What do you prefer?
I like water pack.
You get
That's
more
my preference, but I would do the dip. I always check the ingredients to make sure that the oil is good oil and there's not a lot of junk in it.
So, because
I do like the grilled ones in the jar, though, I have to say, at Trader Joe's.
my choices were limited today at the market, so I'm just going to tell you that I'm going to do that right now and look at what's in the jar and what it is.
Did you get it at Trader Joe's?
I got it at Trader Joe's, so it's artichoke, sunflower oil, vinegar, sea salt, spices, garlic powder, ascorbic acid. That's it.
That's perfect.
So, but what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use the oil. I'm going to drain it through a strainer, and I'm just going to chop them up. I'm not going to like dump the whole thing in. So that's what I'm going to do with that.
They also have the same kind in the jar that are grilled, but they haven't had them lately. And I like the grilled ones.
I love the grilled ones, and I would have gotten those if they were.
But they haven't had them. I know they're out a bunch of things lately.
If you want to get really crazy, you could make your own breadcrumbs, grill your own damn artichoke hearts, make your own damn mayonnaise. You know what I mean? Like you could make it
all crazy. Yeah.
And that would be incredible. But it's also a super fast thing to buy with already prepared stuff. You know, we don't always have time. And, you know, I got shows to watch tonight. I got movies to consume. I got dip. I got to eat. So I don't have time.
Got to eat. Get going.
Okay. So then you do a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, authentic Parmesan.
Measure.
Try to get the real thing if you can. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to go on to the mayo and the cheese. This is a 1/4 cup cream cheese and a 1/4 cup lemonade. If you've had that before. I've used it before.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I haven't had it in a long time. I often buy the wasabi mayonnaise.
Yeah, so if there's a
flavor out of that too.
There's a flavor of mayonnaise you like, or just regular mayo, you can. And then another 1/3 of a cup of cream cheese. Because I didn't have as much mayo. Now, I could have used this be the mayo, but it's fine. And then I'm going to put in 5 ounces of chèvre, which is creamy goat cheese.
New goat cheese. Mm.
I love goat cheese. Some people don't do goat cheese. It's okay. You can just do mayo, or try different things. Try different combinations and see what flavors and textures you like in this.
Yes, I would save it in the freezer for soup later. I have a big bag I'm about to make a batch of broth with.
There you go. Okay, then I have some. So one of the restaurants in New Mexico, this is actually in Albuquerque, it's called El Pinto, and they have the most, you've been there, it's like a hacienda.
Yeah.
It for decades, and they make their own salsa, they make their own chili, and you can buy it fresh. It's organic, non-GMO, and they just put in there these little packs: green chili, sea salt, a little bit of garlic, and water and lime juice, and it's just so good.
Lovely.
I'm gonna add that because I need a little green chili right now. This is about, I would say, 2 tablespoons. I'm just going to use the rest of what I had in my fridge. And they're roasted. So they're already
nice
for you, and it's just delicious. And a little goes a long way, so I'm not going to put more than that. Then, what are we missing? The artichokes and the breadcrumbs. Okay, I've preheated the oven to 375. I have buttered the baking dish.
Okay.
So now I'm just going to drain this. This is one 12-ounce jar. Now, after I mix it, I might add more. I'm not sure.
She's doing what we call eyeballing it.
Because, you have to I haven't made it in a while, and you kind of have to say to yourself, I want more artichokes, or I don't. And I want to taste it too. So I'm just going to dump these out. I've drained the oil, so there is a little bit of spice.
Yeah, they're kind of big. They're like quarters in that jar. So
and it's not like that authentic. Usually I get those Italian ones from just the and they're smaller and diced smaller. So I don't know if this is going to be enough. I might put twice as much. So we'll see. This is going to be so delicious.
How many people are going to eat that tonight?
2.
You?
This is going to be dinner, people. Oh my God.
Well, I have to say we ate a fair amount of the chicken last night, and if you have not lived till you've tried 40-clove garlic chicken. There was just 2 of us.
I want to eat that chicken. It looked so good.
Yeah, it was super good.
What was the skin like where you put the butter?
Oh, El Crispy. And what happens is the butter melts into the breast, so you're left with this herb crust. Oh, it was so good.
Oh
You'll see. I'll post pictures later. I didn't do it today yet.
That sounds so good. Okay, next I'm going to take some scallions, just the green part. This is about, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is about 7 baby ones. This is not big ones. Tender baby ones, and I'm going to use all the greens. I'll probably just stick these in some dirt outside.
In the ground.
In the ground. And so I'm just going to finely chop this. Another thing that can get stuck in your teeth if you don't mince it.
Well, you're not going anywhere, so.
I don't have anybody to impress, so it's fine.
Nobody's going anywhere.
So we finished the John Adams miniseries last night by
good
writer Kirk Ellis here in Santa Fe. God, is it good. It was just, it's 12 years old, that miniseries, and it is more apropos today than it was then. It is just amazing to watch those stories of the founding fathers and what they had to go through as men and as people. Oh my God.
We're watching Mrs. America. I
haven't had the courage to watch it yet, although I want to. My mom says I have to.
Well, it is really good, but it is somewhat depressing.
Well, and we did that play about Phyllis Schaffer.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
oh.
Yes. Yeah. Gina Jean Frito. She wrote. What did she just write that I was watching? Is it that? Is she writing that? It's something recently I saw her as the writer. Oh no, it was The Alienist.
Oh yeah.
She wrote that. And actually The Alienist, even though it's set in the 1800s in New York, it's such a cool series, crime series. The women are really powerful in it.
That's Dakota Fanning, right? Isn't that one?
Yeah, Dakota Fanning. Yeah, it's really good. I enjoyed it.
I want to do that. I am using dill because I love dill in this. Some people don't, but
I would not be a dill user, but I can see why you would.
I love dill in it. And you know, if you didn't want to use dill, you could use thyme, you could use parsley. Yep. A lot of the times I use parsley, but I have this dill, and so it's going to be about 2 teaspoons of finely chopped dill, and it's going to be delish. So I
think dill works really well with like that kind of cheese, goat cheese, and white cheese.
I love it. I don't want to put too much in, but this is quite a bit because it's heavy, and it's kind of nice to have some strong flavors come through, but you don't want it to overwhelm, right? Okay, so I'm just going to mix this and see if I have a good proportion of artichoke, because I want artichoke in every bite.
That is my favorite part, is the artichoke.
I think because I have a lot of spinach in this, I think I am going to add some more artichoke. Yeah, I'm going to add some more artichoke.
Like a whole jar, do you think?
I don't know if I'm going to do a whole one, maybe half.
A jar and a half.
Yeah, and I chop these up. Yeah, that'll be perfect. So if that was 12, it'll be like 18 ounces.
Okay. Yeah, in case you don't have a Trader Joe's near you.
Right. Well,
you should ask for one.
Of course, I will put this in the recipe of what I have amended. So, but I think it needs a couple more, so I'm just going to do that. About half. And then all we have left is the breadcrumb, salt, and pepper, and then we get to put this puppy in
lemon juice. You did not juice your lemon yet.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to do that. Thank you for reminding me.
Don't forget the lemon squeezy.
I did the zest. I forgot the juice. Whoops. Okay. Thank you. That's why I'm so grateful to everyone watching.
Hey, don't forget. So are you going to put dry breadcrumbs on there, or are you going to toast them, or what are you doing? Oil them? No?
I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil.
Okay.
And it has salt and pepper and all these herbs and cheese and stuff, so I think it's fine. But if you were going to buy breadcrumbs, I would get like how they have them seasoned sometimes if they're, if it's a seasoning that you like. I mean, you get the ones that are seasoned. I get the panko ones usually.
Yeah, I like panko. Okay, so are you going to squeeze the whole lemon in there?
Yes, the whole lemon. Juice of 1 lemon, zest of 1 lemon. It's easy to remember.
Nice.
It's going to be so good.
We love the lemon squeezy. Oh my God, she forgot the lemon juice and is falling a bit off the measuring wagon tonight.
And things were going so well. Things were going so well up until that.
And then I'm telling you, it's the curse. The curse. The curse we're all living under.
Listen, it's all I can do to function right now after the last 3 nights.
I'm telling you, 3 nights, very little sleep for this girl. I am so tired.
Okay, I gotta go get the olive oil. Hang on, hold that thought.
Okay. I'm glad we have leftover chicken tonight. It's all I could say. Oh, an armpit went flying by.
Thank you. I just wanted everyone to see my armpit. So I'm just going to put the olive oil in with the breadcrumbs right now, I think, before I take them out. So
So are you going to taste that for salt and pepper or just going to wing it?
I'm probably gonna just wing it. I'm just gonna do let's see, that's about four mini circles. And then that's a good
2 healthy pinches. That's what I'll say.
yes. And I will taste it. This could be more mayonnaise-y if I wanted it to be, but this is just perfect for me. It's like what the lemon juice does is it, adds just enough liquid to even all those soft cheeses. And
yeah,
for me, it'll just be, really, really perfect. I don't want it to be too heavy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and yum.
I said eat it raw.
So good. You could eat it just out of the bowl.
Dinner, everybody. Here you go.
Grab a chunk.
But it's really worth it baked. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. When the cheese melts, it's the best.
So this is about a cup of breadcrumbs. I like to put breadcrumbs on the top, too. So I have to grate a little bit more. But I'm just going to put a little bit of olive oil on top of that. And then a tiny bit of salt. That's it. Okay, now I'm going to incorporate all this because I like it to be crispy, and the breadcrumbs really.
Yeah, they really add that level of crisp to the top.
They do some magic. Oh, this is looking so good. And you know what? It's not too much dill. It's just perfect. Okay. So let's just do a couple more breadcrumbs, and then you have to save some Parmesan for the top.
Yeah.
And I like to put a little butter on the top.
Because lots of fat carries lots of flavor.
Right? Okay. You need to chop one more thing of bread. I don't want too much.
So let's see that baguette.
So
beautiful.
This is just a
pretty.
Baguette. And I'll
have you ever gotten bread from the bread guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't. We saw it today. He had a line out the door. I was like, oh, good for him. That makes me happy.
We have a lot of good bread in this town. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, we do.
Like Sage Bakehouse, when they came to town, man, did that revolution.
It changed everything here.
Oh, I don't have the thing in. Oh my God. Wow.
Whoops.
I'm
tired. I'm smoky. I'm hot.
I'm tired. I'm smoky. I'm hot. I'm not looking forward to this evening's TV except for my own shows. Not what's in the news. There it is.
Yeah.
Whatever played, it's not going to work.
Handy hint.
That is so sad. I did it twice and didn't know what the problem was. It took 3 times.
Okay. 3 times the charm, honey. And do you have extra cheese already?
Me?
Extra cheese grated already, Parmesan?
It's prepared. Okay, so that's good. So we're going to take this baking dish. Now let me just make sure I'm not forgetting. Of course, I use the highest fat content Kerrygold.
Yes.
You need to have good butter, salted, good, heavy fat butter for this too. Okay, I've not forgotten anything. Good.
Lots of fat.
Now I'm gonna fill this in with this lovely concoction.
Yeah, we can kind of see the consistency of it. It's
really thick. Like I said, you can do a little bit more mayonnaise, but I don't like it any more mayonnaise-y than this, personally.
No, well, and again, if Hellmann's had sponsored us, you could have added more mayonnaise, but they didn't, so there you go.
Right. But see, this goat cheese and this Parmesan and all that stuff is going to melt and get really gooey. So right now it's still, really kind of thicker. But the lemon just makes it.
Yeah, it kind of breaks it up a little.
I'm just gonna flatten it like that. Oh my God, so good. So, what do you think goes on top first, the breadcrumbs or the Parmesan?
That's a toss-up. I don't know. I would put the cheese first, breadcrumbs on top.
Yeah, that's what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna make a crust.
Yeah, because otherwise the breadcrumbs won't get crispy.
Yeah, and because I didn't toast it before, I really have to. So the first thing I'm doing, no, not the first thing. I'm gonna put little, have like a slice of, this is probably like a tablespoon of butter. I'm just gonna make
a tablespoon-ish.
I'm gonna make some blobs of butter. You know how you do these things when you're making a pie?
Yep.
It's kind of like a mayonnaise pie.
It's a mayonnaise pie with a few vegetables thrown in.
It's a mayonnaise spinach cheese pie.
But it doesn't have crust.
It's just that other stuff. No, but see, you just want that to spread out and get even more gooey. Okay, then I'm gonna put, this is a 1/4 cup of Parmesan grated, and I'm just gonna make sure it gets all over.
Oh, yay. I love the smell of Parmesan.
Me too.
When I went to Tallinn, they had big wheels of Parmesan, whole wheels of Parmesan. I was like, oh my God, that would be very tempting.
Thanks, City of Parma. Thank you. Thank you for that. So many things to thank Italy for.
Yes. I would be one.
Yes. And without Italy, we would not have the lovely Jeffrey. Okay, so then I'm going to put the breadcrumbs on. Okay. This is going to be Yumsville to the 10th power, as they say. This is very rustica, which I like. Okay, so I'm putting this in the oven right now.
And how long will you put it in the oven for?
You want it to be golden brown. I think it's going to take 30 to 40 minutes, but I'm going to watch it. It's probably going to be 40 because I like it crispy, not burnt, but really brown and crispy. So that's it.
Et voila!
That's the difference. I'll take
That's excellent.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you. Okay, everybody, you know what to do. You can support us at coffee.com. And you also know that you should go to a group like Vote Forward or iwillvote.com. I think it's .com. And it might be .org. But you need to check your voter registration, and you can help get some letters out to swing states by going to Vote Forward.
I bought 2 sheets of stamps for $22. If we
Yay.
that, it would be really a good thing.
Really good thing.
Why do you have to register right now, even though it's the end of August? Because in a couple days, it's going to be September, and you want to be in the system so that you can vote early and get it all done. You don't want to have to
and check your registration. There's also Plan Your Vote is also a thing you can go to that NBC has, that every state, it tells you all the rules in every state. You just click on your state, super easy.
Yeah.
All right. Meanwhile, back to the ranch, and we're going to have a lovely dip and the last night.
Everybody just take care. Hold on to your hats. You know, try to stay sane. You know what keeps me sane is New York Times does fact check the day after, and it's really validating.
Yep. Stay together. Wear a mask.
Wear nice shoes.
Care of each other. Oh, wear shoes.
Wear shoes.
Shoes are good.
coffee. Why is it coffee?